Hi there everyone, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you very much for joining me today for another card making video. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator working in the UK. I very much appreciate your company today. And we're going to use the prized Peony bundle of products. It's a product suite for today's make. So the suite is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that there have been so many videos from a lot of people using the suite. So, but this is the first time I've shared it with you. So I hope you enjoy this. Just to briefly tell you what's included. So there is a cling mount stamp set. So you get 10 stamps with these beautiful blooms, and there are dies that coordinate with the 3 flowers and the little leaves as well. The dies are here. So these are the dies. They're called the Peony dies. So not only do you get the elements that cut out the flower, which is this one and this one, and the leaves are here. I've got the big one out already because I'm going to use it, but these other elements actually make a 3-dimensional flower. So if I bring in the catalogue photograph, because I haven't actually done this yet, but there are other videos out there that show how to assemble. My friend Janice did one. I know that for a fact. So those pieces slot together to make a 3-dimensional flower, which is just gorgeous, but I haven't tried that yet myself. The suite, to get all the products in the suite, it's £90. You get, well, just over £90. And the other things that you will get are these lovely faceted gems. So those are really super sparkly, and they've got like a they're being cut into so that they sparkle, which is really nice. So they're clear, petal pink, and like a pearlescent, and these really cool square doilies. And you also get some grey granite shimmer ribbon. So that's really smooth. I think it's quarter, yeah, it's a 1/4 of an inch. Really nice, beautiful ribbon as well. Is that it? Oh, and the paper, obviously, yeah, the designer series paper, which is fabulous, really nice. I'll show you some bits of that in my project. So we're using loads of bits from there for the card, and this is the sample that I've created. We're going to do a variation of this using some different papers. So you can probably see that we've got the DSP, so this is that beautiful petal pink on printed on white with the floral background. The doily is in the background there. It's obviously stamped die cut, the main focal image, and we've got some of those beautiful faceted gems on there as well. So this is what we're making, so I hope you like that. Okay. And as I say, we're just going to use some different papers to construct the card. Okay, so speaking of constructing the card, I have prepared all the layers for this one already, and we're going to switch out the grey granite base for a petal pink base. We're going to keep the whisper white layer, and we're going to bring in this beautiful paper that's got more of a geometric kind of pattern to it. It's really nice. You could probably get away with doing that for a dude card, to be fair. And then on the other side we've got some petal pink flowers as well. So this is what we're doing. So let's get those layers pulled together, and we're going to use our stamp and seal. I haven't got the knack quite of getting this to roll every time yet. There's a I just feel the urge to do the flick that we used to have to do with I had to do it so often with the fast views we used to carry that it was natural just to sort of start doing it again. Okay, so the white layer is my normal layer size, which is 4 by 5 3/4, and the DSP has been cut 1/8 of an inch smaller just to get that hint of white popping out at the side. And we're going to add this to our usual card base, which is A4 cut in half lengthways at 4 1/8 and scored at 5 7/8 of an inch. So that's the way I always do my card bases. So that's prepped and ready to go. The other thing we can prepare is our topper. This was the largest of the stitched squares out of the stitch shaped dies, and then this is one of our wonderful square vellum doilies. They're vellum. I don't know whether I mentioned that before, but they're vellum, which is really, really cute. So again, I'm just going to put a dab of glue in the middle, which is going to be covered up by the peony when we do it. And this isn't, I deliberately didn't layer it so that it was exactly sort of point to point and whatever, so it's just off on the wonk for a bit of a different look, and that will be ready to go later. Okay, so I've already stamped my image, and I've used the coordinating grey granite ink to stamp the image, and I'm going to colour with Stampin' Blends. So this is a water-based ink, and I'm going to colour with alcohol-based or solvent-based colouring medium. So I am going to bring in Petal Pink, that's the coordinating colour for the suite, and because everything's just very pale and muted, I went with soft sea foam for the foliage. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the artwork excuse me. Oh, I can guarantee I'll sneeze when I'm filming, guarantee it. Right, so as I was saying, I'm going to use the artwork to indicate where I'm going to put this darker colour. By no means dark in the fullest sense of the word, but it's dark of the two markers. So literally just scribbling that on over these sort of speckly bits and right into these darker portions, just to add some colour there. Absolutely no real super skill involved, just use the artwork. If this is something that is new to you, so again, just there. So all those little dark bits are indicating where petals are overlapping and things, so it would have a darker colour. Doing that in. I'm using mostly trying to use little circles to blend that colour. As it dries back, it goes a little paler as the alcohol dries away. So I'm going to actually go over some of that again, just to intensify that just a smidge. Not all of it, just here, there and everywhere. Okay, and then we'll just use the light marker this is so pale, it barely takes the colour away from the white cardstock, and as you can see, really no technique as such there. I'm just layering that on over the top. It's such a pale colour, and you probably won't even notice that much if you get a little bit overzealous and go outside the lines. We were die cutting it anyway. Okay, so just about yeah, okay, so you can see the different colours in there, and it'll dry back and it'll be really grand. Okay, same with the soft sea foam. Again, it is such a super pale colour, but again we're going to use the same kind of technique, just applying the darker of the two markers first. In this case, it wouldn't normally be the way I do it. I would usually do a layer of the light colour first, but because they're so pale and I want that dark colour to remain as bold as I can, I'm doing this one first. Again, going over twice just to intensify it a little bit. And then again, it's so pale. If you did venture outside the lines a little, you'd never know. Oh, I don't think that. Oh, there we go. So very simple colouring, just to create that topper. Okay, really cool. And then we've got the matching die to die cut this out very simply. So I'm just going to line that up with the stamped image. Very easy to do, just use those lines. The new dies actually sort of match the images better than the old style did. They used to leave a white, quite a distinct white border around, and it was sometimes you didn't get it even, which was frustrating. So those line up beautifully. I'm just going to run that through my dear Big Shots. So we don't have a die cut machine at the moment in the Stampin' Up store, but if you've got a catalogue you will see that there is one coming, and that's going to be here very soon. And as soon as I've got my hands on it, I will show you that. Can't wait. Definitely time for a new die cut machine. So there we go, isn't that beautiful? Really lovely. Okay, so assembly then. So card base, so the square is going to go more towards the top, and we're going to have this over there, but we're going to layer things up. So I'm going to put some dimensionals behind this, like so, and I'm going to add some to this. So there are some really teeny tiny pieces on here, on the stems and things. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away some of the little edge pieces here, So I'm going to have a 2 and a 1, so that I can just apply that to this little piece here, and on this bit down here. I think we possibly need just a little bit on that leaf as well, actually. So let's just snip another one. Like so. Okay, so that should be more than enough to hold that in place. Okay, let's take all our backing off. Very easy to do. You do find them all over the house though. That is one occupational hazard of dimensionals. You'll find the little backs everywhere. Do have a tendency to follow me around the house, or get stuck to the cat or something if she decides to come and wander in. Okay, so as I say, we're going to just position that sort of towards the top, but centrally, somewhere about there, I think. Okay, and then this guy's going to go over there. Just the only thing I wanted to make sure of is that I'm covering that little bit of glue that I've used to secure that doily. But other than that, you know, as low as or as high as you want, and like, you know, and ah about it as much as you like. I think we're going there. And I'm not too, I don't mind that some of the levels are going to be a bit low, so this is going to be adhered lower than this is, but I think it adds to the dimension. It's a flower. Okay, so sentiment wise then, I did pick out the love and thanks to a dear friend, which is really, really nice, and that's just been stamped on some Whisper White cardstock and trimmed down, and that's going to go across the bottom there. Okay, so I'm just having a think, because I didn't use the ribbon on the other card, and I'm just trying to decide whether I want to add this as an extra element for this one, because I do think it would look really, really cute, just at the bottom there. I think that would look nice with the so I just wanted to see how that looked. This fits beautifully with a couple of dimensionals on either end to go across those stems, but still give it some lift. So I'm just going to do that, add those. So I'm just going to slot it under this bit, and then don't really want that stem showing underneath either, but doesn't look too bad, I don't think. If it does, that'll be right. So it just so happens that the strip of cardstock that I used is roughly the same width as the square, so it looks like it was meant to be there all along. So my favourite glue for sticking down bows are my glue dots, which I didn't get out. There they are. Lovely strong adhesive. Just use my bunny ear method, which you'll have, if you've seen my channel before, you'll have seen me do one of the other videos. So we're just going to peek that in on the edge of there. My ribbon scissors and lop off those. Beautiful. Really gorgeous ribbon. Really gorgeous. But I do love these in bellies as well, aren't they? These faceted. And I think we're going to go with the petal pink ones this time. I think that would look gorgeous. Grab my take your pick tool. I think that will really bring out the colour in the flower. So let's add those two there, and one over here, maybe even up there this time, just to frame that sentiment a little more and bring out the colour of that that flower. Isn't that lovely? It's amazing how with the same layout, I think I prefer this one. It's funny, isn't it? So again, I just like to show you different options with the colours and everything, so it all blends in, it's all coordinated. The whole suite is petal pink, grey granite, and it's actually, is it smoky slate? I think it might be basic grey actually. Basic grey, grey granite, that's right, and petal pink. But isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? They all just go together lovely. And I think that soft sea foam is just nice and subtle and doesn't detract from the other colours at all, which is really, really lovely. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. As always, I'm going to link to the corresponding blog post in the description below. So do pop along there. There's other information there about joining my team and being part of the Stampin' Up community, and there'll also be a link to all the products I've used. The main products will be linked in the description as well. Okay, don't forget, if you do decide to order with me, use the host code if your order's less than £150, and you'll get an extra little thank you from me. That code is in the description too. And if you are considering getting the bundle, the whole suite of products, which is just over £90, you've got nothing to lose by actually joining Stampin' Up for that extra £9, and then you'll get to choose a whole heap of other stuff for free, and you'll get free shipping. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Thanks ever so much for joining me, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Okay, have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.